Alright, it's April 28th today. I'm doing 1,180 push-ups. I did just like mediocre stretching for the day, as that was an exercise I have for the Tuesday here. And I did try one for to try to alleviate some knee pain when kneeling, and I didn't do it very long. I stretched both legs with just a single technique, and I think I'll try it again. And then I just did some warm-ups for my shoulders, and basically what that stretch is supposed to look like is you just put something, in this case I just decided to use my dresser, but basically you rest your leg 90 degrees, you put your knee right up against a wall or whatever flat object you can push your leg against, and you just try to lean up. And I haven't really been able to get up straight or anything, so I think either just the flexibility isn't there or my technique isn't, but the guy in the video seemed to be able to get right up against his butt and his foot, basically, where able to touch, and mine aren't. So I'm sure that will have to be either just some sort of flexibility that needs to be worked on, or my muscles maybe just might be really tense. I don't know. But anyways, I did that, and just some shoulder stuff with my 3-pound hand weights. Looking to do 1,180 push-ups today. Gonna go, I'm gonna find a pace. It's not gonna be very quick today. And as of April, I mean, there's only 2 days left. I mean, including today, it would be 3 days left of the month. And yeah, I still haven't made a decision as to whether or not I'm gonna end the challenge, and I might continue on and end it prematurely in May, as I find my focus shifts to, you know, either training related stuff or boxing. We'll have to see, but I'm gonna try. My goal still mainly is to follow up on every single day with the activities I do have planned, and so far we missed one this week, which was punching on Monday. Tomorrow it's skipping. So yeah, I guess this week probably wouldn't count, but if I do everything besides just the Monday, I would think that's still a pretty good week. And I did some calculations yesterday, and I've done 69,030 push-ups so far, which is good. I'd like to do more, you know. But yeah, I guess time will tell. It's 5:12 p.m. hoping I finish before 8. So it's roughly 2 hours and 48 minutes now. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to get into the push-ups now. It's gonna be tough, of course, the beginning. It always doesn't feel very great. And my toes are still bruised, so I'm still pushing in a supinated position with my feet. And I have a pillow here just to add some comfort, as I have some injuries on the top side of my foot from, I believe, resting it on the bar. So yeah, it hurts. Like if I were just to do some solid contact with the ground, because my foot will like slide a little bit, and that just will irritate the hell out of the cut on my foot, top side of my feet. So I do need the pillow, just to help comfort. And yeah, we're working on the 80 set.
Goals. We want to strengthen the knees and increase their range of motion.
It's just when I was looking up some stretches for the knees. Okay. I gotta focus. I'm ready, but I'm not ready to work out. I haven't done a push-up yet. It's kind of my mood today. I definitely have lots of time in terms of finishing it today. You know, it's only 5, like maybe 15 now or something. Let's get to the first view here. Alright, 5. Probably could have done like 3 more, but I'm just trying to ease my way into it. I do know one thing for sure, is that I'd feel so much more free. My time would feel so much more flexible if I weren't doing these push-ups. It's one thing I do miss, is just the freedom, in a way, of not having to worry about push-ups or, you know, juggling different things I got going on and managing that time. I've done 27 so far, and still don't feel warmed up. Bring this over here. 40. Try not to lose myself here. I'm not gonna worry about time today. I'm not in a good mood, so just trying to clear my head, not think about really anything that would cause me any kind of distress. And physically, I feel like, I could get through this. I feel like I'm playing not only a physical workout right now, but a mental one. Physically, I feel like regardless, I'm gonna have to take some time between sets. But trying to stay in the challenge mindset. Just watching a short on the game I like to play cross-out. Just a funny kind of thing. I'll say we're almost at 80, so we're not doing terrible. Alright, 69. It's 11 more. Alright, that's the 80 set. We're working on the 1100 set.
You're sitting in the comfort of your home, minding your own business, enjoying the company of your family, and there's an abrupt knock at the door, and you go to the door, and the uninvited guests are police officers with the Ontario Provincial Police. And the reason, the shocking reason they're making this house call is to remove your 102-year-old father enforcement demanding he come with them. And we have video evidence to prove it. Check it out.
Dad, the police is here to take you away. Donna wants you to be taken away with the police. Okay? You can tell the police officer what you want.
Where you gonna put me?
Come here. Come closer. Come closer.
I just don't go. They throw me off.
No, I'm not opening the door. I told you that. What don't you understand? You can break the glass and take them by force. Well, then that's it. Yeah, I know the reason you're here. Because you have an order to extract them out of the house. Yeah.
I know my lawyer here.
Just hang on. What did you say?
My lawyer comes, I go.
You don't have a lawyer. He says if his lawyer comes, he'll talk to his lawyer.
Now, it goes without saying, this was not a good look for the OPP. I can only imagine that the local detachment got flooded with calls, citizens expressing their outrage, because how else do you explain the fact that the OPP actually made their own video to give their side of the story? Here, check it out.
On Friday, April 3rd, Oxford County OPP officers attended a residence under the authority of a valid court order in relation to a family dispute involving the care of an elderly individual. At this time, law enforcement action has been taken. Police involved in this matter is strictly limited to enforcing a court order and ensuring the safety and well-being of all involved. The OPP recognizes the emotional and challenging nature of family-related disputes involving the care of elderly individuals. Officers remain committed to acting impartially, lawfully, and with compassion, while respecting the authority of the courts. The OPP is also aware of misinformation circulating online. To be clear, the court order is not related to, nor does it involve, Canada's medical assistance in dying legislation made.
All of which brings us to Tilsonburg. When I first watched the video that was posted onto social media, and I'm sure a lot of people felt this way, I kind of felt like I was walking into a movie in the midway part. I didn't know who was who, what the plot was, and that's exactly why we're here today, to find out what prompted the visit of the OPP to extract your 102-year-old father.
Well, there's been a lot of things that have happened. So to start it all out, my mother died January 19th of 2020. We buried my mother, and then immediately a day or two after, my father went into the hospital. He had water on the lung. We stayed in there for about 2.5 weeks. He was discharged, and my sister had taken him. I wasn't aware. I wasn't informed. I thought my dad was in good care, and I had no belief that my sister would not give him good care. And she would go on holidays for 6 weeks at a time to Portugal. So you'd figure that, there might be a chance that I may be able to look after my dad or whatever, but that wasn't the case.
Your father, whether it's at your sister's house or at a retirement residence, he doesn't want to be there. He wants to be in this home. Is that correct?
At this point in time, yes.
And Jonas, can I ask you, is that a matter of fact? Is this where you want to live?
Of course, that's my home.
Okay, then. So you're happy here?
I'm happy.
Okay, then.
Of course.
Hey, folks, before I go any further, please, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to Rebel News. Also, like and make a comment if you're able to, and hit the notification bell so that you never again miss another Rebel News video. And, of course, scan the QR code. You seem in good health to me, and that's not conjecture, gentlemen. I have in possession a medical assessment form from a representative of the Ministry of the Attorney General, and his conclusion regarding the health of Jonas was as follows, quote, "It is my personal opinion that Jonas Varadis has the capacity for management of his finances, property, and personal care," end quote. So if that's the case, why are the police being dispatched to enact on a court order, John, to extract your father from the place he wants to live?
Well, that's a real interesting they're saying that my father has severe dementia.
John, why don't we fast forward to last week, that disturbing visit by the OPP. I read the decision of Justice P.R. Sweeney of the Ontario Superior Court of Justice in Kitchener. And what I found a little disturbing was this line, quote, "A member of the police force may enter the premises with such assistance and force as are reasonable in the circumstance," end quote. Why I find that a little off-putting, John, it seems to be that the judge has given leeway to the police to actually kick the door down, if I'm not mistaken, and come in and forcibly take your father. They didn't do that, thank goodness. What did you make of that line?
Exactly what you've said. I think the police were trying to make me to consent to opening the door. But my father has capacity. There's nothing that can show that he does not. And I think when the police came, they could see clearly through the glass my father. They wanted to convince me to consent to open the door. Then they put their foot in the door. Well, talk to him. Don't talk to me. You want to talk to him.
I didn't call the police. Why the police here for?
Did you hear that?
I didn't call. We didn't disturb any peace out. We are on the peace here.
Says my father has capacity, and he stated many times that he wants to stay here, he wants to die here, and he's asked me, will you grant me that wish?
And who would want to prevent that wish from being granted? I don't understand.
And neither do I. I don't know what the motive is here. You know, me and my sister could have a dispute, but it's for the well-being of my dad. What does my dad want? Not what I want, not what she wants, what my dad wants.
Just minutes before we arrived at your farm, you said you received a phone call from the OPP. You said you'd have to call them later. Do you know what that might be in regard to? Is it they're still trying to get your father to leave?
Yeah, the newest order is that my father is to be apprehended and returned to Donna Victor. So we let him do as much as he can himself, and if he has some stumbling, a little bit of trouble to put a sock on, you know, because it's not straight or whatever, we give him a hand, but we force him to do it himself because that way he's independent and, you know, he's exercising his back, his muscles, bending over, otherwise he sees up.
Jonas, just to reiterate, you want to stay here in this house. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct. I built it and I gave it to my son, and I want my life right in this house.
Well, folks, since we were in the neighborhood, I thought I'd drop by the OPP detachment here and just get further clarity from kind of odd. But he did say when it was placed, get contact information on. I'm being now, folks, we were able to make contact with Donna's lawyer.
Nine, last one. All the way.
This personal trainer charges £50 for a session.
89. Try to finish this 100 set. Set, 1100 set. Now working on the 1000 set.
Nine, last one. All the way.
Watching this guy.
Charges £50 for a session.
He made a video, I guess, and he hired a personal trainer that's overweight. And she charges 50 pounds apparently a session. That's what I'm about to watch here. I'm just trying to keep clear-headed still. You know, try not to think so much about the time. Because I like to finish before 8, you know. So I could play my game with some Xbox buddies. And just that it's, you know, it's adding to be a lot. It takes, you know, 2 to 3 hours every day. And it's every day, so I'm usually sore. I'm always working out while I'm sore. And the past couple of days, you know, I've been doing push-ups in these supine positions. So, it's a lot. I went for a run. Went for a run Sunday. Didn't do anything other than push-ups Monday. Today is stretching, so I did stretches.
What do you think of this? See, when you think of a personal trainer, I assume you're imagining big tools, phoned out. Just a person who's in great shape. This is probably not what you imagine. But nowadays, scrolling through social media, I see people who aren't necessarily in the best shape being personal trainers and giving out advice.
Hi, I'm Roy. I am a fat personal trainer.
My name is Carrie. I'm a personal trainer and a powerlifter, and this is what my body looks like.
But there are people online who think this is completely wrong.
One thing I've never understood is PTs are out of shape.
If you're a fat personal trainer, you should be executed. What about PTs out of shape? But they're out of shape. How? Like, what do you business?
There's clearly a big divide. Some people saying you don't need to be in shape to be a good PT, and others saying, well, no, there needs to be proof in the pudding. How you doing?
I don't know
Good
how
to meet you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You're right.
This is Rihanna, a fully qualified personal trainer who's on the side of you don't need to be in great shape to be a PT.
You can't assume I'm unfit based on how I look when you are.
Hello. Good to meet you, mate. You too, Bob. And this is Bobby, again, another fully qualified PT.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot when it comes to resting my arms. You know, I feel like there's a nerve, that funny bone nerve around the elbow. And it's quite sensitive. I feel like, you know, just applying any kind of surface pressure, like enough where you're like leaning your body weight on it, it's still like, it doesn't trigger it like as like a knee reflex, but it, for me, it kind of like starts like the soreness and discomfort of my arm. Try to start doing more push-ups and stuff here.
Opposite side of the argument to Rihanna, saying you do need to be in good shape. In this video, I'm hiring both of them to train me as a PT, and at the end, we'll meet up and discuss the opposing opinions.
You are physically unhealthy.
Really, do you want to know? I do feel a bit intimidated.
It's just morally correct for a personal trainer to be in shape.
Not really correct.
How you doing?
I don't know
Good
how
to meet you.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
You're right.
This is Rihanna,
Hello.
my trainer for today.
Right, now I'm not going to train you hard. You know this, right? Because I'm going to treat you as though...
I was a normal client.
Yeah.
What does she mean by I'm not a normal client?
I've never had somebody who's a gym goer.
But surely you have clients who come to you saying, I want to build some muscle.
Oh yeah, so we can work in I can never say this word, hypertrophy.
Hypertrophy,
Yeah.
yeah.
We can work in that and we can do, sets, reps, all of that stuff. I can do that. But the difference is you know what you're doing, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas when I'm instructing, they don't know what they're doing.
So this is where Rhiannon's a bit different as a PT.
The clients I help are people who they decide they want to do something, but then their anxiety is so high for whatever reason that they can't walk in the door because they don't know what then happens. I want to make it accessible for anybody to feel as though they can come.
Rhiannon's goal is to get people who are scared of going to the gym into the gym and started. But she faces a lot of backlash online. It's like hiring a financial advisor who lives in a tent. If you can't take care of your own body, how can you give advice to others? Well, I'm with her. I've told her what my goal is, to build muscle. She charges £50 for a session. Let's see what we get.
So we'll be doing the military press, 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps. Pull nice and tight, yeah, and then drive it up. Drive it up, 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 push, push. Lovely, you can throw it down and pop it back. Pop your hands just after the little bends. You're gonna sink your hips down and drive your elbows down. Elbows down, perfect. So 1, 2, and I like that speed, so keep that the same.
The workout Rhiannon took me through was an upper body session.
Go on, pull, pull, pull. Okay, I would pull it there. Stand with your feet like shoulder width apart, pretty much nice and strong.
Yeah.
Bring them in front slightly. Put my hands on a slight little angle. Once you bring them up, hold at the shoulder height for like 2-3 seconds, and then lower under control.
And she made sure to go over and show how each exercise was done.
And down. Control it down. Go again. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Control it down.
Wow.
Okay.
Young LA, mate, they look sick. I have to do a plug here. Get clothes like this, shorts like that, joggers like this. Rhiannon, what do you think of the fit?
Yeah, looks good. I like it.
Oh, 2 hours later.
I'm really sorry for the quick plug, but Young LA have their Black Friday dropping tomorrow. They have their new Batman release with Batman compressions coming, their comfy collection, and then just tons of the favourites being restocked. Tomorrow, 25th of November, 8 p.m. UK time, and my code Joe is boosted from giving 15% off to those. Thank you. Let's get back on the video.
And then make a con on the other side. No?
So we're going to do alternate hammer curl, then we'll superset in with tricep push down with this,
Rhiannon told me these were the last exercises of the day,
and then last one on this arm. 24.
and that's the main thing I'd critique about this. There just wasn't enough volume.
Lovely. 9, one more. 14, I think. 16, 18. I've definitely miscounted it because,
I think you're up from 14 to 16.
yeah, I did something.
There was no chest exercise in this workout either, which for upper body I would have expected. A lot of sets. As she said earlier, her main goal is a peak.
Anybody.
It's my opinion, it's what I think. I don't think she could.
One more, let's get to failure. Press. Yes. Nice. And again. 2. Up. 2. Brilliant. Absolute quality session, mate. Really well done. That is the session complete, mate. It was a survived the session. It was a killer.
This week I've trained with 2 different personal trainers. 2 very different personal trainers. Now it's time for them to meet. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. This is nice.
Hello.
Hello.
How are we doing?
All right.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
We have Bobby and Rhiannon here. Bobby is a personal trainer. Rhiannon is also a personal trainer. And today they're going to debate, share their opinions on how personal training should be done. This table will help do that. You see, I'll make a statement. It's then Bobby and Rhiannon's decision where they want to put the cup in favour or against the statement I've just made. So without further ado, let the debate begin. Body positivity is a dangerous movement. Rhiannon, why have you gone for the disagree?
So I'm a big person, and I think
Body positivity is a dangerous movement. Rhiannon, why have you gone for the disagree?
so. I'm a big person, and I think that there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't.
But it
That
is
to me is body positivity.
scientifically unhealthy.
I just feel that someone should feel accepted and proud of their body if they're not meeting society's expectation of fit.
If someone's happy with the way they look, fine. You don't want help, yet you are saying, I feel good, I mentally feel good, physically, your body is screaming at you and saying, help.
Yeah, I agree. It's why I'm not over here.
It's okay to be overweight / obese. Okay.
So being overweight, I obviously work with people who are overweight. They are putting themselves at risk of health scares. It's quite unhealthy. I mean, I wouldn't want someone to die.
My reason for going over this side, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with being bigger. Because I think if we lived in a world that just said it was wrong, or that it's not okay to be big, I think that would be disadvantaging all the people who are big, who maybe are big for various reasons. It could be a medication, it might be mental health, it could be something that...
There is no medication that actually makes you overweight, because if that was the case, then they would be prescribing it to people who have anorexia, and that would be solved tomorrow.
But there are side effects of medication that can lead to people...
Yeah.
Are you a pharmacist?
No, I'm a personal trainer.
Yeah.
The way you become overweight is indulging into calories more than you're burning in a day.
Indulging makes it sound like someone is enjoying. Do you mean it to have that?
No, not necessarily. Not a lot of people enjoy the calories. I have a lot of clients I work with, and they will eat because of problems they've got at home, relationships, and things. So when they come to me to lose weight, I will try and wrap my head around why they might be that way.
Okay. Let's this will lead on to a question, so let's go back. Going off. Good, right.
I didn't really know. Told you.
Going off what we've just spoken about, being overweight is a choice. You've remained in the neutral. Why is that?
Because I don't know what goes on in anyone else's head, so I'll talk about myself.
Okay.
I don't choose to be this weight. I don't wake up every day and think I choose this to be like this. I don't wake up every day though and choose to eat in a calorie deficit. So I think I'm neutral because the reason I am the way I am is because of my mental health, and I don't choose my mental health.
If something's affecting your mental health, you can't control that. What you can control, though, is what you eat. However, it might be hard. There might be times in your day where it is hard to control that. You definitely can have the choice of whether you want to eat or be in a calorie deficit.
I disagree.
Okay.
I eat as a form of self-harm. The reason I am the size I am is because, yes, in that moment, I guess I'm choosing to eat. However, the opposite for me...
You might not want to choose to do that.
The opposite for me is that I may not be sat here because my mental health is bad.
Well, I wish you all the best. I honestly do.
And that's the difference.
Should we leave it that one at that?
Yeah.
Got one more statement. You need to be in good shape to be a personal trainer.
So not necessarily, you don't need to be in like top tier shape to be a personal trainer. You can be out of shape. The only exception being is if I personally think you've been in shape before. I would always practice what you preach, and if you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk the walk, because it will be a lot more motivating for someone who can then see if you can do it. Oh well, I can do it. Morally for me, I would go to someone who's in shape, or at least has been in shape.
I have a variety of clients in terms of body weight and shape. People come to me because I can relate to their challenges. I feel that if the difference to somebody starting a health and fitness journey is because there's a bigger personal trainer who they can relate to, and that personal trainer knows what they need to do to lose weight, but actually right now is focused on good mental health and just being stronger in the gym. If that personal trainer can help one big person, then they should exist and they should be able to be a personal trainer.
I just personally wouldn't take advice off. Let's say, put it into example, I want to set up a business. I wouldn't go to someone who's never owned a business.
But that would be like going to a personal trainer who's not a qualified personal trainer. That's different to this because I am qualified.
I feel like it's just morally correct for a personal trainer to be in shape. That's all.
Morally correct. So the idea that you think that the way I exist in the world and the job I choose to do is morally incorrect, which is pretty much what you've just said, really bothers me. I show people they don't need to look a certain way to join a gym.
No, 100%.
Without me putting myself out there and doing what I do, they would never walk through the gym door because the gym is overwhelming. The fact that you feel that correct.
If you're out of shape, then
So
it's unhealthy. Again, it's unhealthy. It's just unhealthy.
I think we have very different clients.
And I really don't think we do. I've got kids who are overweight, kids who are underweight, women who are overweight, women who are underweight. But I do have clients the exact same as you.
What, who are scared to go in?
Oh, mate, I have to sit outside of the gym with 2 clients, and the hour that they paid for me, they were too scared to go into the gym.
All of my clients are that.
Yeah, I feel like everyone is a little bit intimidated to go into a new place.
I think there is a difference.
I
Because
don't think there is.
you say that your clients come to you because you are the body that they want.
No, not necessarily. I've got women. I don't think women want to look like me.
Okay, so in shape then.
Yeah.
My clients see success as me because mentally I'm existing in the gym.
So Rhiannon, would you say that you're me?
Hello?
Hello,
Yes?
my name is Ali. I'm calling you from Rogers. How are you doing today?
Why are you calling me?
Actually, the reason of my call is we are running a promotion regarding the latest cell phones and SIM plan with having 40% discount. If you don't mind, may I know which cell phone do you have?
I'm okay right now. If I want to change my phone plan, I'm sure one of you guys will call again, or I will inquire about it.
Okay.
Thank you.
For your clients, it's not necessarily to get them into shape.
Yeah, no, not at all. My main goal is to get them started on their health and fitness journey.
100%.
But you think it's about getting in shape. I don't.
And mentally. I just said mentally.
But my thing is like I'm personal trained to help an individual do things safely.
Exact same as me.
I think with Bobby, it's
We both agree.
always coming back to being in shape. Like, I am a personal trainer to help individuals come into the gym and safely navigate equipment and how things work. It's not about being in
I 100% do that too. I've helped so many people like yourself.
I wouldn't go to you as a personal trainer personally.
No worries, that's
Why is that?
I want someone who isn't going to make me feel bad for existing in this body.
I don't want you to feel bad. I want to help you.
The approach is very different though, and I think
I really don't think it
I
is.
think it is, and I think we appeal to different people, and fundamentally, I think that's the difference.
Disagree.
In my job, I exist in the gym to bring people in, show them how to do things safely.
Brilliant. Ideal.
But I'm morally incorrect, and you're morally right, so what's the difference there?
I would say I'm physically healthy and you are physically unhealthy. That's the only difference. I'm not saying I'm better nor worse. The question being, is it okay for a personal trainer to be in shape or out of shape? I would say a personal trainer has to be in shape. It's a health industry. It's a fitness industry.
Yeah.
You've got to be healthy.
You don't have to be, though.
No, you don't. That you've got free will. You can do whatever you want. I hope you carry on doing your job and you keep continuing to help people. It's all that matters at the end of the day. You're actually helping people, so. Oh, well done. I mean, yeah.
I really believe that our client base is different, and I think that's what's bothered me, is that every time I've said it, you have point blank told me no, they're the same.
I can see where you're coming from, totally. You will have different clients. You don't have the same clients. But I do have clients, probably with similar attributes.
It's very clear that these two just don't agree. What side of the argument?
Faites livrer avec Uber et faites plaisir. Faites livrer ce dont vous avez envie. Commande simplifiée.
Are you familiar with the username Incel Revolution soon?
Yeah.
Have you talked about how all women need to be masked?
No. What?
Total Jewish break forth now. Kill them all, lefties.
I don't know how much you guys would believe me, but on my end, that's just emotional banter.
A white male. Oh, a white male is so scary. What's wrong with you
come out with one.
FBI. Nobody could have reported me. Yeah, because they're terrorists that have access and spy on people with the Patriot Act.
How can he know?
Watch yourself. I don't care. I can say all of this. This is free speech.
When an Instagram user calling himself Incel Revolution soon shares a series of posts that draw the attention of the FBI, they trace the account to a home in Edgewater, Florida. There, a special agent clashes with the poster, who believes he's done nothing wrong.
Putting on the internet, you go to jail for that nowadays?
Yeah, if you're inciting mass murder of particular individuals, absolutely.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that any person charged with a crime is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On October 18th, 2025, the FBI received a tip about an Instagram user posting what they describe as RMVE, or racially, ethnically motivated, and violent extremist ideologies. Their investigation identified the user as 19-year-old Luke Neptune. 6 days after receiving the tip, a special agent with the FBI arrives on his front porch, accompanied by officers with the Edgewater Police Department.
How you doing, dear?
Hi, how you doing?
So, Agent will explain everything to you.
Oh, gosh. The FBI. Nice to see you. Yeah, what is this about? Is this Lucas? Yes. Okay. Okay, so I'm glad that you're here as well. So, is he saying something online? Is that,
Really? You're looking at what I'm saying online?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Well, are you kidding me? What do you think? What is he saying? Why don't you tell us? What did he just say?
Nothing. Instagram account, I get banned on there.
What's your Instagram handle?
Why would I need to tell you that, brother? I'm not going to answer that question.
If the FBI is at your house asking you a question, it's for a reason.
Board-certified criminal defense lawyer Bruce Rivers reviewed this case and shared his perspective. Please note that all legal opinions expressed are solely Bruce's and not reflective of Iwu.
He does not have to say anything to these officers. He can say, I refuse to answer any and all questions. Now, they don't have to Mirandize him because he's not in custody.
Sure, it's for a reason, but, I mean, what the is this?
Oh, Luke, come on. What
What am I saying online? I've done nothing
I don't know, but
incriminating.
don't be disrespectful.
I've not been a criminal.
What did he say something? We'll talk about that.
Act like I'm a terrorist.
But why would you say that?
Why are you here then?
We don't talk about only terrorists. We talk to a lot of people. Oh my goodness. So why would you say he has never been in trouble for doing anything, but what are you writing? What are you saying?
Not saying anything.
So I'm concerned that you said terrorist because that's a big word, and why would you think we were here to talk to you about being a terrorist? He said I'm not a terrorist. Right. But that's a big word that most people don't just throw out there.
Luke doesn't answer the question, but the agent will soon explain her concerns.
3 reasons why you should come with us to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints this Sunday. Number 1, you'll connect with people who are also trying their best to be like Jesus Christ. Number 2, you'll hear uplifting messages about Jesus Christ. And number 3, it's a great way to feel God's love for you. If you're interested in finding a church community near you and coming to church with missionaries like me,
A little bit done. 6, okay.
So first and foremost, for safety, are there any guns in the home?
Yes.
Is there? Okay. What type of gun is it?
Glock 43, shotgun, AK.
Okay.
My dad also.
Yeah, and dad has guns. Are any registered to Lucas? No. Okay. Okay. Do you have them locked up in a safe?
Yes.
Okay. Does he have access to those? Okay. Well, I know Luke doesn't have guns, and you could look at it, you can see what they have. I have no problem with any of it.
Do you know of any time that he's been able to access the guns with that?
No, he doesn't even shoot.
Do you ever remember touching a tan and black AK in the home?
Of course.
Okay.
Okay, he probably picked up something up.
So I'm going to show you a picture.
I was with it. It's
Okay, well, now we know. Now we know what you did.
Really?
This is serious, honey. They take it serious. You can't just
What?
act like.
I can't pose with a gun.
Do you know who that is in the photo?
It's me.
Okay. Is that the gun you were talking about?
You can't do that, Luke.
Really?
Especially if you're saying threatening stuff.
I didn't say anything threatening. It was a picture.
Then why is the FBI not
It was supposed to be funny. Because they're alphabet agencies, you know, our government.
Stop. Watch your mouth.
They're terrorists.
Well-
Anything threatening. It was a
25.
picture.
Then why is the FBI not
It was supposed to be funny. Because they're alphabet agencies, you know, our government.
Stop. Watch your mouth.
They're terrorists.
Well,
They are.
They're trying to protect us.
No, they're not. They don't protect us.
Watch your mouth.
When was the last time you've seen the FBI in Edgewater?
So the concerns that I have are these are
Stuff if you're posting online, that's how they have it.
The FBI was contacted because people were very concerned about some of the posts that you were sharing.
You know what Homeland Security is?
Terrorist organization.
No. Man. You need to call his father. He's very immature about this stuff.
Yeah. Are you his biological mom?
Yes.
I'm sure about these things. I'm an American citizen. You can come to my home for a post.
What?
That means
It's not the
nothing.
picture.
It's not right at all.
It's
The
not
posts
the
that you're making online, the posts that you're making online are federal felonies
Ow.
because that's the statute.
If you're
The
saying
federal
what you're saying, they make it
What did I say in that photo? It's just a photo. I mean, free speech. What the?
When you cock off online, it can have implications. I have a case right now where all my clients said, I'm not leaving X town until so-and-so is in a coma. I filed a motion to dismiss that because it's just, but you have the First Amendment right of free speech, but not any speech. You can't yell fire in a car at a theater. You know, just like you can't bring your own food. I mean, I tried that once. Tried to bring my own food to a movie theater, and I got kicked out readily because the barbecue smoke was just too much for the theater owner.
They act like I'm a planet attack or
not
something.
threatening.
You treat me like I'm a criminal.
I don't know what you said though.
Nothing
They
incriminating.
have to take it serious.
Okay, I like to point out that you're not being treated like a criminal because you're not in handcuffs, you're not being detained.
All right then.
Okay, so let's put that out there. Let's be very clear about that.
Before the agent asks her next question, she tells Luke that lying to a federal agent during an investigation can result in a felony charge.
That is true. If you lie to a federal agent, you know, I've got a case right now where my client is accused of that, and it's a federal felony.
Are you familiar with the username Incel Revolution Soon?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
It's just handle I had on Instagram.
So it's your handle on Instagram?
It was. It's gone now. It's
What happened to
banned. It just got banned. It gets banned all the time.
Have you ever said anything like everyone, that's my instincts, that's what my instincts tell me?
I've said it before. It's just jokes.
Have you talked about how all women need to be masked?
No. Well, it's not.
Look, watch what you're saying.
What about the exact phrase?
You know, I don't need it. I know
Women need to be.
I watch all the true crime shows. I know exactly what I need to hear.
But your Instagram handle was Incel Revolution Soon, correct?
It's just a joke.
Okay. So did you say it or was it a joke?
I have no recollection of saying that phrase. No.
Okay. Do you ever remember hearing a poets?
I mean, yeah, I probably said it before.
Can you explain what a poet is?
It's just female humanoid. That's what it means. It's just a min term.
Okay.
It's all it's posting. It's all
Yeah,
posting.
you might be thinking in your head that it's a joke, but it's not a joke. Because
What about the phrase "I'm going to commit mass murder before I"?
I've never said that. Not that I know.
I hope you didn't say that one.
What?
What she just said. Have you said
Show
stuff
me
like
the
that?
proof. Show me I've said these things.
Have you said that you want to?
Sure, I've said it before. Doesn't
Joking
mean
around,
anything.
just-
Everyone said they had everything. Everyone's had thoughts of that before.
The special agent explains her concerns that Luke may still be harboring these ideations, but he assures everyone that he's not.
I know, well, his friends or whoever he talks to online, they all kind of joke with stupid lingo like that. But he's never.
Yeah. Listen, there are First Amendment protected rights. Absolutely, we care about those, but we also care about written threats, and that's where things are not protected. Those are not protected rights.
Yeah.
So making written threats online is a federal felony. So what about something like total juke? Now bring it forth. See what happens to the brother. It's all into place.
Highest win rate guarantee only at Luxury Casino. Why would you play anywhere else? Install now.
Bob told us that they were going to test the alien craft that night.
Do you ever remember saying anything like that?
I know. I said it. I know.
This particular conversation took place between Luke and another Instagram user by the name Sea Salty Man, who sent Luke what police describe as an anti-Jewish video. They traced the account to Luke's 19-year-old close friend, who they later questioned about the messages.
I have a very certain opinion on Jewish people. Now, it's
You're
not,
allowed to have.
which is not all Jewish people. It's just people that so happen to be Jewish that do evil things.
After Sea Salty Man sent the video, Luke replied, "I don't hate them enough. I need more hate. More hatred. Total Jewish. Now, bring it forth. Sea Salty Man responded, I'm done with it. Let's start the revolution. To which Luke replied, it will happen soon, brother.
It's just dumb. Okay, so there are stuff that is dark things that are very serious. I can't speak for him in that. That's just not something I keep up with.
Sure.
In any sense. Like, that's just, I really don't even know what to put that. I just don't think about it often.
When you say you don't think about it often, what do you mean by that? Like, you don't think about his statements often, or you don't think about...
Like, the political ideologies. Like, it's just not something I'm so fantasized in.
You're a little bit nervous, you're shaking.
This is the first time I've ever had an interaction with the police, like, just on my own.
Keep in mind, everything you say can and will be used in a court of law.
Let me just be straight up honest with you. Take a deep breath, relax. At the end of this, we're not putting you in handcuffs.
Oh, I know. It's just like...
I just want you to be relaxed and know that this is literally just a conversation all of us are having, and when we're done, you go back inside, we get back in our cars
Yes,
and leave.
I know. I just
want to put you at ease, and I'm not sure if you were nervous or anything like that.
I am, but, like, it's just, like, the very first time I've ever had an interaction with an FBI agent.
In contrast, Luke's own conversation with the agent grew increasingly tense as she shared more of Luke's statements with his family.
This is absurd to me.
Luke, what about, you get a gun to... I'm gonna get a gun to... That's what I'll do after a public area.
That was if I said it.
Oh my gosh, watch your mouth, Luke. Do you know who Elliot Roger is?
Yes, I know who he is.
What is he known for? Elliot Roger.
He was a guy that couldn't find love, and then he was shot up a place.
In May of 2014, Elliot Roger murdered 6 people and injured 14 others. Before the attack, he uploaded a video to YouTube in which he said he wanted to punish women for rejecting him and expressed resentment toward men. He's cited as an influence on several perpetrators of subsequent mass attacks.
You mentioned incel in your username. What is
Yeah, it was a joke. Involuntary celibate.
Okay. So that's what Elliot Roger was. Is that correct to say?
I suppose.
Sea Salty Man was also later asked about this particular subject, where the agent went into further detail.
What do you know about incels?
I just know it's a kind of people. I don't know. I honestly couldn't even give you like a detail for what it is. I don't know what it is, honestly. I just know it's a term that gets used online. People like Nick Fuentes, if you know who that is, get called like incels and stuff. It's just something like, sorry, it's like involuntary celibate.
I just think that's just a weird term. Involuntarily celibate. Can you think of a worse fate?
The concern is that a lot of your statements that you're making are very similar to what Elliot Roger believed and did.
Really?
Yes.
Luke, you know he knows that. It's not.
What?
Why would you even... You know exactly what you're talking about. I don't
It's
even
not
know
me. There's multiple people on Instagram, thousands of people, that call it incel revolution soon. I'm a true cell. Everyone says that.
But some of the stuff you're saying is not.
Who cares? They say it too. Do they show up? Do you show up at their houses and interrogate them? Anybody. I don't care if you're talking about me. I mean, I want to know if you do this to other people. You go to other people's houses and harass them like this.
If there are
These are obvious jokes. Who reported me? Like,
what makes it
It's on the internet. You put it on the internet.
FBI didn't should have reported me.
Luke, when you put it out
Who
there,
would have reported me? My own friends? They're the only ones that see these things.
well, people, whoever
How would they even know who
if
I
it's out
were?
on the internet, anybody can see it.
No. I mean, it shows you on Instagram who's your post.
They have access to all everything.
Yeah, because they're terrorists that
Watch
have
your
access
mouth.
and spying people with the Patriot Act.
Okay.
You need to watch yourself.
I don't care. I can say all of this. This is free speech.
While it isn't clear who reported Luke, many of his posts were publicly viewed.
I mean, you come to my house to try and intimidate me and try to silence me. Is that what you're doing? Yeah, that is what you're doing. You're asking me questions, and I don't need the answer, do I? Why are you here?
You absolutely
Can
don't
you
need to
leave?
answer questions.
Luke,
Can you leave and never come back?
watch your mouth.
Is that
You know-
possible for you to, or all four of
Luke,
you to do?
stop. That's no
Is that
respect.
possible?
No respect. Because what you're writing stuff that's not funny and it's not a joke.
Almost finished this 100 set.
What's funny and what's not funny? Who's to say?
Yeah, well, I say it. It's killing people, none of that.
Am I under arrest? Am I going to be detained? Are you going to charge me for
You
these
better
things?
stop.
Does any of this matter? Do I need
It
a lawyer?
matters. Call your dad and get him here.
Luke's brother heads inside to call their dad, who will soon arrive and get caught up to speed. But Sea Salty Man, the FBI agent, continued sharing what they found in their private messages.
Okay. again, we're not here to tell you to have your own opinion about certain groups or anything like that. But do you recall talking about more than 110, or in a conversation, more than 110 million non-white foreign individuals in our country? America is truly full. Does that sound ring a bell?
I know how he is. He's kind of racist. I'm not even gonna lie. So that sounds like something that could have been said. Now that line specifically doesn't really ring a bell, but it kind of.
What about something that you may have said? I'm done with. Let's start the revolution.
Okay, I saw that in the file. So I remember when that happened. That was with the whole Charlie Kirk thing, and that was on September 10th. And Lucas was the first person I was like texting and stuff, and we just got into one of those like not arguments, like debates. Not debate. We were like on the same side, but we were just like flame, like just pretty much dumping. That's what that was.
Okay. What about like follow up with that though? Him saying it will happen soon, brother. It's all falling into place, and then your response was, "I'm not waiting." And then a discussion from you further was, "This tyranny has infected the human race since the dawn of the Jews." Then he responded, "You have to. Blowing a fuse and committing an act of terror early benefits no one. It's when Breivik was retarded."
He's the one up and pacing now, back and forth behind the coffee table. It's as if he's having to work up the courage to find his own.
Y'all, this break's about to go so bad.
Who is that?
Are you alright?
Anders Behring Breivik is a Norwegian terrorist who carried out attacks in Norway on July 22nd, 2011. He first detonated a car bomb, killing 8 people, then carried out a mass shooting at a youth camp, killing 69 more.
And then what about he continuing on talking about Breivik? He bombed leftists in Norway, and what came from it? Really nothing at all. He went to jail. He lit his fuse of hate early. We must all light our fuses together, not individually, and create such an enormous explosion, not a small, insignificant one that completely obliterates the system so we can rebuild it anew. And your response was,
Somebody said, okay.
that's one way to think about it, but that's to invoke one singular explosion. It needs to be a chain reaction. The hate for true evil needs to spread. And that was your response. Total Jewish bring forth now. Log the lefties.
Are those last few things you said were like conversations that he had with me?
Correct.
Okay.
Some of your responses.
Yeah, you had some responses in there as well.
Okay. Can you read those to me?
Your response to you need to blow it all up and win. Then you followed up. Your response was, "It's bigger and more grand than just to the section of one race. It is a fight that will require every last soul on this planet until its dying breath." And then further on, he said, "Among all lefties."
I don't know how much you guys would believe me, but on my end, that's just emotional banter. Because that was around the time of the Charlie Kirk thing. That should be on September 10th or 11th, right? That's all that was. And since then, obviously, like I've calmed down, and most of the world has. But at that day in specific, it was just a day where no one knew really what was going on or like the full severity of things. I didn't know that he was a a Republican at the time. So that's bad on my end because I'm just saying I don't know about it. That's how I see it. I'm just talking out of.
So you probably thought it was one of those minorities or something that you have some sort of particular viewpoint against.
Someone that has committed something like that within the past few years. Like maybe not like a black person or like a person of color, but maybe like someone that identifies in the LGBTQ space, because that happens before too, like the transgenders that have like school in Nashville, or the dude that has tried to assassinate Trump was on that end, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know at the same time. So.
According to police records, an Edgewater detective also learned of a group chat Luke was involved in, which discussed the topic of school and workplace shootings.
What was the name of the group chat?
Serial flexers.
Serial flexers.
The federal agent attempted to question Luke further.
Did you ever say blowing it all up with incel rage at all?
How do you expect me to recall in my mind everything I've ever said? Oh, you've got pictures of it. I guess that's me. Is it me? My hands covering my face.
Yeah. Well, you don't think it's a big deal what you're saying, but
it's a joke. You should. I'm a teenage boy.
Yeah, but it's not a joke with what you're saying. You're actually an adult. Yeah, exactly.
An adult.
Well, the federal government bears that charge. Everything you put on the internet is for anyone to see, and they have to take it
exactly what I'm doing. A white male. Oh, a white male is so scary.
You come out with watch your mouth.
Like, how do you live with yourself?
Stop.
So I'm actually innocent.
Stop. It has nothing to do with your skin color. It's what you're saying.
It is.
It's what you're saying. Now stop.
Luke has already been told that he's not being detained or placed under arrest, leaving one of the officers wondering where this may be heading.
If anybody else
Send me the end result here. It's gonna be time to take it for all for what?
Roxy.
Now this is it, huh?
Yeah.
She's just giving her message.
So, with your consent,
She's gonna
because
end
this
up
is your
feeling
home,
my
I
message.
wanted to,
Like, not today. Not today.
Sure enough, the federal agent has a larger plan in motion, one she will not be revealing today. In the meantime, the situation grows more tense when Luke's dad arrives at the scene.
Sure. Joe.
No. Let's catch him up on everything first.
So you know, it's some of the stuff that leaks online. Nobody knows about it till
On
now.
Instagram, I post things and they take it seriously and they come here and try to threaten us and search the home and think I'm a terrorist or something.
Because some of the stuff he said.
Yeah, free speech. I mean, what the? They've acted like I'm committing a crime.
Quit swearing.
No, this is absurd. I'm angry.
Well, too bad. You can't do crap like this.
So there's First Amendment rights, of course, but when it becomes a written threat, it becomes a big concern.
It's just a joke, and they
This was posted on.
It don't matter, Luke. That's serious. You can't do that.
Because you're not taking it serious. It's not a joke to everybody
It's
else.
not serious at all. It's laughable. It's
No, it's not. Stop.
With Luke's dad now informed of why they're here, the agent revisits her earlier concern about guns in the home.
I can take all my weapons to the gun safe
That would be great.
at my shop.
I thought they were in your safe in the room. And this is to control, but this is strictly because of the safety concerns that I'm having. As an example, some of the threats were women need to be masks.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get a gun. That's what I'll do after a public area.
Are you kidding me, Luke?
Everyone, that's my instincts. That's what my instincts tell me.
I don't want to hear nothing. I'll
So
take
that's
the
why I'm
gun.
here for the concerns.
Put it in my gun.
If you're from Canada and you have over $10,000 of debt, credit cards, payday loans, lines of credit,
What questions do you have, Rob? None really. It's all a shock to me. I didn't know any of the pictures. I didn't know any of this stuff. Because they all think the buddies he talks to, it's all a big joke to slander different ethnic groups and all the stuff they think is funny. And that's First Amendment protected. Yeah. It is. No matter how you feel about it, it's First Amendment protected. But what it's not
Yeah,
protected
well,
it's the written threat. So
You don't go around saying,
No, many of the mass shooters have been in cells.
Oh yeah, you can't.
It's a joke.
I don't care. You don't say. You don't.
They killed them.
Obviously, it's not a joke because the lady's here.
Doesn't mean anything. They
It does. No. I'm 56 years old. I never had the FBI come to my house.
No.
Because
Kind of bull.
it's hard to explain to you people.
Well, yeah. Well, you got a one way of thinking.
When the agent asks for a chance to look in the home and ensure there are no weapons in Luke's room, Luke speaks out against it, and his family seems to lose their patience with the team.
There's no charges. They can't search our house. I'm not under arrest.
Okay, Luke.
They can't.
Just
They can't get a strong mouth.
you shut your mouth.
Go inside.
You know what? You need to go. Okay, go inside now, please.
They can see the guns. If I say they can see them.
So he cannot. If the parents say go ahead and search his room, Luke can't say, I don't want you to search my room. They can get permission from the parents.
Why would you consider search it?
Just your face.
So you're just not get it and
You're all ridiculous. How do you?
What?
He's mentally ill.
Watch what you say. Go inside.
listen. You're not making the situation any better with your negative stuff.
Because you guys need to take it more
No,
seriously.
well, I'm taking it real serious. That he's moving all the guns out. Yeah, I am.
You gonna take the Xbox?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
You know
take
what?
it out.
This is not the time for that, okay?
Because I'm trying to get her to
It's
take it
not
more
the time
seriously.
for it.
Yeah. I just now.
Just like always, he won't get in trouble for anything.
Okay, how am I not
not taking it serious when we just found out about it. All the guns are going out because you're trying to get rid of it.
Go inside.
Go. I don't feel safe in there by myself with them.
Oh, you know what?
My goodness gracious.
And then we call somebody and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
How about that?
The federal agent and the members of the Edgewater Police Department leave the home having obtained enough information to secure a warrant for Luke's arrest. 6 days later, officers descend on the teen's home under the cover of night.
Hands up! Hands up! Come out here!
All occupants to the residence. Now go back.
No, don't go back inside!
Come out to us with your hands up.
Lucas, hands up!
Everybody hands up.
There's the suspect right there. That's him.
Go, go.
Lucas, stop, guys. Stop where you're at. Down on the ground. Down on the ground. Lucas, get on the ground.
Are you kidding me?
Put your hands behind your back. You guys know exactly what this is about.
No, we don't. They came yesterday.
Don't say anything.
Stand up. You hear me?
They came the
Somebody
other
clear
day,
the
but
channel.
what is it now? What is it now? What for?
Same thing.
No, you make it.
What was it for?
The same thing. Yep.
So why is this now?
What do you mean?
Why do they come now? Why
Because
did
it's when we have a warrant for it. Yes.
Well, don't say nothing.
So when you're charged with a crime, they can charge it out one of two ways. They can charge it out by summons, where you get a letter in the mail and say, you have a court date on this particular date, please come to court. Or they can charge it out by warrant. And in cases that involve violence or potential threats of violence, they do it under the cover of darkness, and they do it without telling you. So after that first visit with the FBI, what I would have recommended for him to do, call a lawyer right now. And that lawyer starts interacting with the prosecutor. They would have had a heads up. And what we do is, okay, well, he'll turn himself in. You're gonna do it, issue the warrant on Friday. He'll turn himself in on Friday.
Turn around, face the bed of the truck. You got anything I need to send a poke for? Stick me? Okay, I just want to make sure. Gotcha. You've got a warrant for your arrest for written threats to kill or do terroristic attacks. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Spread your feet.
This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. I mean, the ghost, I agree. That was all
This
crazy.
is not ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous. Why didn't they just take him that day then?
Because they didn't have it that day. It requires investigations. This requires time.
Yeah, I know what he was saying. I agree with that. That was all wrong, but
Well, this is the result of that. It's taken very seriously. It's taken very seriously, yes.
These young kids.
It's not young kid. It's nothing to do about that.
I think I know the kid.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand he's your son.
is it?
Here, put it
He's
this way.
not gonna go kill.
Do you know that?
Put it this way, right? So put it this way. If something does happen and we did nothing about it, then, you know.
There's nothing to do. He's here all the time.
But
He's not.
listen,
He don't leave
he's not in
the
a prison
house.
cell, you know? So at the end of the day, you have to understand that that kind of stuff can't be taken lightly with the way the world is nowadays.
While Luke's mom heads inside to get a pair of shoes for her son, his dad continues speaking with police officers.
Download the official luxury casino app to get over 1,000 games in your pocket. Install now. Why play anywhere else?
If you're a new nursing grad taking the next generation NCLEX, I want you to watch this quick video because I'm going to show you how to pass on your very first attempt using NCLEX Bootcamp so you won't need to stress about these bow tie questions. First, you're going to come here and click the start for free. This will allow you to create an account. Once you've done that, you're going to click here
There's
to download our study schedule. This basically outlines what you need to study
a
one
slight
day.
like
You're then going to come to our next
pain
gen
that's
strategy course.
occurring in my
Basically outlines
shoulder
everything that's going to be on the exam, as
or
well as how to
something.
approach a case study to get you thinking like a nurse. You're then going to start creating practice tests using our next gen case studies and question banks. And what you'll find is our cases and questions look identical to the real thing. We have our nurses' notes, our vital signs, our lab results. Everything about the case is going to be on the left side. On the right side, this is where you're going to have your question. And with each question, we actually have a full-length video explanation that walks you through.
Yeah, correct. On the internet, you go to jail for that nowadays.
Yeah, if you're inciting mass murder of particular individuals, absolutely.
If you, what do you got? Name names, or you just?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to name names if you say that you're going to mass kill. Yes, that's not protected. That's not protected speech.
Free speech is a protected constitutional right. However, there is a point where it goes from being free speech to being crime.
Any espousal of violence is no longer free speech. You cannot incite or request or make any attempts to say anything about violence. That becomes no more free speech. If you just simply say, I hate insert X group here, whatever. That is what it is. But you can't start espousing says, I'm going to kill anybody, that's where it becomes a problem. A major problem. In fact, because the state of Florida deems it a second-degree felony, punishable by 15 years in prison.
Working on
Right now, he doesn't.
600 set
He's
right now.
decided he's ready. You can't not take stuff like that seriously, and we will never not take that seriously.
While behind bars, Luke reaches out to his brother in a recorded jail call.
I don't know what they're thinking. You know, I meant nothing of it. Yeah, well, you're just going to have to be honest and tell them that, and you need to apologize. Yeah, I know. It's, if my friends talk to you or whatever, I don't know if they're going to ask you questions. Well, I'm sure everyone's going to be asking questions. And of course, everyone around here is constantly looking at that for new mug shots because they have nothing better to do. So people are going to find out. Yeah. It's humiliating. I don't know, Luke. Just, you need to say some prayers or something. Yeah, you're acting like I'm getting hung on the gallows and murdered. No, but you gotta go through this. I mean, you brought it on yourself. Well, yeah, like I knew this would happen. It was just a joke on the internet. It's serious. They can't ignore that. That's how bad things happen. Yeah.
Luke's fears that his friends would all find out were eventually realized, as this conversation between Sea Salty Man and the FBI took place after Luke's arrest and his subsequent release from jail on a $10,000 bond. Fully aware of Luke's legal consequences, the team works to make his stance clear.
I just gonna put this in the record. I won't and can't relate to going and wanting to shoot up place. That's absolutely mad. But certain people, I guess, can, just because that like ambiguous anger that has like built up in some people, especially like that sit in the house all day. They have no outlet, and all they do is they're chronically online. It's just not healthy.
What are your thoughts now, looking hindsight?
Definitely watch my emotions, and he definitely should do the same. Like, are you talking about like what I've learned from the whole experience?
Not really what you've learned, but what are your thoughts about his likelihood of maybe act on any of these types of threats?
I think that's a good joke.
At what point does a joke become a reality? What's the line?
Very good question. A joke, it depends on like certainly like the circumstance, but with this specific situation, with him going out and harming something, I could sit here and say because I've known him for so long that I see the patterns and who knows, but changes. So truthfully, I don't know.
A special agent and Edgewater police also visited the home of another of Luke's close friends. According to police records, Luke had sent him what they described as numerous threats and derogatory comments against women.
One being like, I hate women so much it's unreal. Just seeing them makes me seethe with rage. Knowing other men, women, and I can't, makes me seethe with rage. It makes me want to become a terrorist. Even if I ascended and somehow attained a woman, I would never truly love her. I just beat her. I hate them.
From when I read it.
Do you remember reading that? No.
Sounds like he's just kind of got his blockers on and not really paying attention to it.
And I know he's just like I am. We're like, oh yeah, that's them. Whatever. You don't think anything. But then he started saying it, and we're like, whoa, the world's different now. You can't say this. And
exactly.
100%. Words, and we've seen it. I mean, we're living it.
Right. And you can call it a joke as much as you like.
Right.
But a lot of other people have called it jokes.
Absolutely.
Have acted out.
Right. And that is very excessive to me. So I would have never imagined him to keep having these. And I hope it is just a kid talking, but that definitely would put a concern that I'm not trying to be mean, but I do think he's not allowed to come around just for, I don't want to take any chances.
Yep. According to court documents, 19-year-old Lucas Gregory Neptulane was charged with one count of written threats to kill or do bodily injury. He entered a plea of not guilty and is currently still out on bond. The case is ongoing, and a pretrial hearing has been set for May 20th, 2026. Special thank you to Bruce.
Of course, we can see that right now. It's certainly continuing to make the headlines. I can tell you that fire crews didn't really start from the bottom, but I guess they're still here, right? And I'm going to step out of the way. You don't want to see me. You want to see what they're doing right now. So this is the actual second truck that just came in not too long ago. Of course, the aerial truck here that continues.
So Mr. B.
The year is 2003. Grey Goose dominates
Mass to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints
3%.
this Sunday. Number 1, you'll connect with people.
Newly revealed messages have drawn even more suspicion about the resurfaced death of one of 11 scientists with ties to America's space and nuclear secrets, who have mysteriously died or disappeared. Anti-gravity researcher Amy Eskridge allegedly died from a self-inflicted gunshot in June of 2022, when she was just 34 years old, according to the Daily Mail. However, Frank Milburn, a retired British paratrooper and intelligence officer who says he was in contact with Eskridge before her death, shared shocking messages with the outlet. One dated May 13th, 2022 read, "If you see any report that I killed myself, I most definitely did not. If you see any report that I overdosed myself, I most definitely did not. If you see any report that I killed anyone else, I most definitely did not." Milburn says Eskridge told him that she had been the target of repeated physical and psychological attacks, including from a directed energy weapon, a device said to emit focused energy capable of causing burns or other physical harm. The researcher specializing in anti-gravity, which is a staple topic among UFO enthusiasts, also mysteriously warned in a 2020 interview that her life might be in danger while discussing her research company, the Institute for Exotic.
I started the Institute for one reason. One reason, the Institute. I started it as a public-facing persona to disclose anti-gravity technology through, because I told Mark this. If you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices if your head gets chopped off.
Eskridge also revealed that she had been receiving threats and that she had plans to disclose information about UFOs and extraterrestrials to the public. Her death was ruled a suicide, and neither the police nor the medical examiners have publicly released any details of an investigation into her death. Eskridge's death was unearthed after an already growing web of concerning deaths and disappearances of NASA scientists and individuals with ties to U.S. space and nuclear secrets. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer warned Fox News that something sinister could be happening and that the matter raises urgent national security concerns.
Yeah, when I first heard about this, I thought, well, that can't be true. That sounds like some kind of crazy conspiracy theory. But once you see the facts, it would suggest that something sinister could be happening, and it would be a national security concern.
The disturbing cases have since sent internet sleuths into a frenzy, searching for answers about the unsettling pattern. Michael David Hicks, who worked at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Flint Ridge, California, as a research assistant, passed away at the age of 59 in July of 2023. However, there's no public cause of death or autopsy for Hicks' passing, nor any mention of how he died in his obituary, although it does ask for donations in his memory to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. 3 other scientists with ties to NASA's Jet Propulsion Lab, or JPL, have
My
either gone
phone's
missing or died over the past
at 2%, so definitely about to shut down. I'm at 63 push-ups of the 600 set. Done 580 push-ups so far. Just have 500 to do after this, and got an hour and 20 minutes that I'm working with, which I could technically do in an hour, but my shoulder isn't feeling so great right now, my right one, so pacing myself.
Say goodbye to stinky beds and hello to natural odor excellent. Dr. Squatch, let your stick do the talking.
PEI oyster growers are facing a tough reality this spring. Millions of dead oysters that didn't survive the winter. This part of the island has been hit hard by NSX. The parasite is not harmful to humans, but attacks oysters, killing them in big numbers.
This morning I went out. We started at 7 o'clock this morning. I dumped 100 cages. They are 100% dead. We're going to take them up and put them in the woods. And just try not to get very devastating, really.
Today I was lifting oysters off the bottom. I sunk them last fall.
Western PEI is also home to oyster processors who buy and then sell what is grown here. They too are feeling the impact.
It's hurting all the little stores, the welding shops, the airport places, the truck places, the grocery stores.
This point in my shoulder, it's killing
Not
me.
just MSX that's impacting the
I
oyster
wonder if
industry
it's a
on
joint
PEI. There's also
related
another
thing.
disease called dermo, spreading and killing oysters. Tyler Hardy has seen what's happening and got his trucker's license to keep him going until the industry rebounds. But it's not what he wants to do.
I was always on the water, and I don't wanna leave it.
The mortality has been high in oyster leases. In May, the wild fishers and dories head out on the water. The industry is bracing for more bad news. Nancy Russell, CBC News, East Biddeford.
I really hate having like wet feeling pants or shorts, I should say, underwear. It's not fun. If I push here, I'll finish before 8. Keeping in mind my shoulder's not feeling great. Should be able to finish this 100 set. Trying to give myself a little breather. The 600 set complete. Now done 680. Working on the 500 set. And the pain in my shoulder slightly, or it feels like it's gone away from just, I guess, pushing on it. But if at the same time I'm worried that it's gonna come back. My left arm's okay. I'm getting some minor joint pain, I feel like. trying to make that push to finish before 8. If I did this yesterday, I would have finished about now. I'm still working on 485 push-ups. Interesting. I know it's going to be a slower day. I am feeling some stuff that is making me almost hesitate between sets. But yesterday, I felt really good, like a lot different. Like I didn't have anything that felt like I needed to be careful of, like I'm feeling right now. I have some dishes I'd like to do. I might do it tonight, but wish I maybe tackled that before this, but didn't get to it. So with my bed sheets, I need to do them. Try to do them tomorrow. I think I was gonna do on Monday, but I was doing another different load of laundry. Forget exactly what it was that made me not do it too, but
wanted is 7 on bed bars now. The fedora bars.
My phone's dead. My charger's in. This phone, I'm sure I could take it out. It's probably well off now, but we'll leave it. I gotta focus on like 450 push-ups, but it's gonna take me some time. I feel like I don't know what it is. I want to say it's my right shoulder, but I feel like it's a mental thing because I'm trying not to like have an injury or something. But we're working on the last few numbers here. I'm trying not to think about it. To be honest, it helps and it doesn't help. You know, it's still 300-400 push-ups away, so I know deep down it's there's like little bit left. We're getting to the end of the workout, but just rather just have a clear mind. It's just not like something that takes 10 minutes. Oh man. Trying to stay positive, clear-minded. Seven. Try to see if I could push myself in like a fast mode or something. Alright, It's 100 set. There's just like this flare up that's happening in my right shoulder. So I'm being very cautious. Some of my push-ups are being slowed down.
For the next 100 Minecraft days, we are trapped inside of this room. And at the end, if we can't kill the Ender Dragon, we must take a bath in mustard. Wait, what? That's disgusting. Let's do it, boys. Oh, God.
Before the Roman Empire, there was the Roman Republic, and before that was the Roman Kingdom. And all of this actually didn't start in Rome. It started in Alba Longa, an ancient city about 25 kilometers away from nowadays Rome. There, in the year 771 before Christ.
Yeah, so we're working on the 400 set now.
Salvari turned a candidate to house sit for him. He does not know that we have rigged this entire place with different surprises. A couple cool things we've got. There's a rope hanging on the wall. This is a tug of war that you're fighting today. We actually drilled a hole through the wall and you play tug of war with the neighbor. It's pretty cool. Just bang the wall. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, he won that round. Yeah. There's a bedroom over here. Pretty sparsely designed bedroom, but I'm not gonna show you around. The housekeeping will be in, you know, like, again, like twice a week. Jesus Christ. That's alright, man. All the furniture's breakaway, buddy. Stop moving on stuff. These walls are pretty solid, you know. Michael, I didn't decorate this. Yeah, no, it's clearly not put together. Right. Alright, go sit on the bench. Alright, no, this one's fine. You can use that bench. The bench didn't break. Alright, you give the alarm, run into the kitchen, grab a bowl, and look out. So this is cool part of the apartment? Automatic salad. Oh, see, that's salad. And we got tomatoes and fish and we have potatoes as well. It's really great. Like, you can make salad anytime you dish the dressing. Like that, okay? It's pretty great, right? You've never seen this before? It's the latest thing. Oh, why don't you catch some dressing with your mouth? Sound the alarm. 1 second. It's great, okay? It's great. Let's see your house then. Anyways, and that's pretty much the whole place. What do you think? So, what do you think? Do you think you might want to watch the place? Yeah, great. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Joe's about to be a reference for somebody applying for a job over Zoom. Everything you're saying and doing, we are going to command you from these offices. Joe, you ready for somebody's reference? It's not that good job. Hello?
Hi. How's your day been?
Good so far. You know, been busy just working from the home office. You know, as a 55-year-old man, I'm not that good with technology, so.
No, I understand. My mom is actually, she's been like virtually teaching right now. And she's trying to learn how to use technology in a way that she's never had to use it before. And
You know, it's crazy because everybody's having a tough time with it. You know, is your mom single or no?
No, she's not. She actually is a teacher. So she teaches nurse aid students. So teaching them virtually is like.
Oh, you single?
Yes, I am. And the dating scene, let me tell you, it is not the best.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, it's definitely. Does something just spray on you?
There's a pipe in the office and it's it's wonky.
Oh my god.
That's unfortunate.
Let me just go ahead and start asking you questions about your relationship with Jamie. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
What was his main responsibilities? Things like that.
One of the shining things with Jamie's did a great job. He kept Frank away from Roger on Helen's days off.
Okay. And so his most recent project is at Discover Financial
Discover
Services?
Financial Services, yeah.
Does that go along the lines of being a Java developer?
Yes.
What was the nature of your working relationship?
Really worked hard. go behind it, and it didn't seem necessary to me, but people want to do what they want to do sometimes.
What if going on?
Must have been something out in the house.
I actually have to go. I literally have to end the call.
Great. Well, I mean, I appreciate you taking the time for this, and I hope all's well. So, I'll fix that leak. I gotta fix the leak too. So, appreciate you. Joe's got the 9 to 5 strut. I mean, I'll be ready. I'll be ready if that makes you want. No problem. All right, talk to you later. How's it going, man? Hansel, I love it. Yes, I got this side gig going on. You want to help me out with that? Sure. Come on over. Have a seat right here. I'm going to be pitching a product to the boss man tomorrow. So I'd like to, talk with you and practice my pitch. If you have any questions on it. Here we go. Check this out. That is a windshield wiper foam case. So this is a windshield wiper foam case. Okay, this goes right on your desk at work. So this is a space-saving device. Space-saving? Your phone goes right in here. There's a windshield wiper. Just goes left to right with your standard. Yeah, there you go. Right that. So it cleans nice and easy, right? But the button squirts the liquid. Sometimes you've got too much smart cancel and you want to give it a real good shot. You just push that. Whoa, all right. Hold the button down. Sounds really good. Okay. Sorry, Scott. There is a way to adjust this so it doesn't come in so hot. Yeah. These are the same windshield wipers on the ISS. And these are the same windshield wipers on the ISS, the International Space Station. All right. They just liquid in space. What else can I tell you about it? It's a 6-year warranty. You should be good to do it. 6-year warranty comes with it. Good for 3 years. I know what you're thinking. So I know what you're thinking, Ansel. Why not just use a cloth? Can't I just clean my phone with a cloth? Right. It's not the same, though. No, it's not the same. Exactly right. You think somebody will buy it? You think so? You think people will buy it? Honestly, I'm being honest. Yeah. Great. Come on, man. Hey, Scott. Yeah, no, I just ran a presentation by the guy here, Hansel. Yeah, I crushed that shit. Where you from, John? I'm commuting from Astoria. Where are you coming from? Oh, here and there. What college did you go to? I went to Federal State. Georgetown. Ivy League. Oh, man. Want to go see how you're doing? Is that okay? Sure. You think that's the most efficient way to do this, John? Oh. I mean, feel free to give me some advice if you see more efficient. He's taking your energy and he's giving it back to you a little bit. Ooh. All right, first time to send it back. Maybe this is not gonna work out today. Oh. Why don't we just say, handshake, let's kind of wrap it up right now. Sound good? I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. Oh my God. Down comes the third. Down comes the third. I'm confused. You said you don't want his help anymore? It didn't sync up, no. What didn't sync up? Him working with for me didn't sync up, I thought. So I let him go. You're not in any position to let him go. I'm not the lead of the project? John's the lead. I got a couple of people I might be able to do a little replacement. You keep going. I'll be back. Look at the dynamics burning. I feel like we might have gotten off to a long walk. I had misinterpreted the situation. John, keep the coal mine. I thought that he put me in charge. I didn't realize that I was not the lead of the project. See?
I'm gonna get the ball for you. My street. I'll get the ball. Buffalo State's a great school. I'll be right back. See? See? Is he gonna let me stay?
You think I should keep this guy on for the rest of the day? You think I should replace him?
Hating that guy. He's constantly like talking over me, like talking about how he's super joyous. Honestly, I don't feel comfortable. I'm proud of that loss.
This one I'm going to pitch is Nacho Shrimp Collision. In each episode of this docu-soap, a different family is given access to leftover shrimp. What will they do with all the extra shrimp?
We'll keep going. We've got Jamaican Batman, aka Batman. It's the classic story of Batman. Reggae vibes. Jamaican crazy for my dead parents.
Maybe a thought too.
Yeah, it's like it's like a Jamaican Batman. This is backfiring, Sal. So bad.
If you love that, you're going to love this. By the way, that color is
Sal's trying to curry favor by complimenting people.
in this crime, 15 Nobel Prize winners suddenly drop dead from heat exhaustion at the Miss America pageant. When the Nobel Prize winners later show up at Nathan's hot dog competition, no one knows what to think except for Stephen Hawking, who can walk again but won't reveal how. Noble gases.
It's too highbrow. Okay, next. Samantha Brown does it again. Everyone's favorite travel host, Samantha Brown, is back doing it again. She was in that show that ran for like 8 seasons. Samantha Brown does it. The sequel of Samantha Brown does it again. 8 seasons. She travels the world, explores different cultures, places. So she does it. Is it the same show again? Again. She does it again. When you it's going to all the same places she already was in all the other episodes. Again.
Doesn't make any sense. I don't care if it's logic. It's a story. Done yet, but run away.
Sal's going down and he knows it.
Here we go. Doc, make my Aunt Terry. This is a new reality show. Women all over the world are flocking to make their Aunt Terry
Women are?
in this elective cosmetic procedure that's taken the world by
Alright.
storm. This
We're at 93.
origin from 2005 to modern day.
It's 7:16. We have 300 push-ups to do after this 100 set. Just gotta do 7 here.
Thank you, sir. You know what, though? You look like $1 million.
Alright, that's 100 set. Complete. Okay. Yeah, this is 800. Now, working on the 300 set.
New text coming in.
Get started on it, maybe.
Did you really offer to pay to give my mother a nose job? Oh, man. This is my buddy. You know, he's like deeply accepting, you know? Like, she kind of talks when you hear it. I think he's taking it the wrong way. I gotta then if you already paid for my mom's boob job, it's weird, dude. Right? Thank you. Oh, you're terrific. Why did you post #honkers under her photo online? I saw that. I did a hashtag. I didn't say her name or Bud's name, but I did #honkers. As a dude, I'm so sorry. You weren't meant to see that, but my offer is real. Yeah. There you go. The stones on
my dog's name. Jessica. Yeah, that's my dog's name.
Did I just? Oh yeah, I did 13. Look like 93 still.
Joe, count how many days that's been.
Oh no, it's 30. It's 30.
Lick your entire palm to turn the page.
So, I spoke to somebody earlier.
Do it again.
He said, yeah, they spoke to Francesca as well, who I don't know if you know these people.
Stick both your feet straight out, like under the table.
This is a question they want me to ask. Do you understand the strategic goals of the broader organization?
And now swim up and down with your legs.
I think there could always be more. Like,
Baby.
Yeah.
Take your shoes, socks off, please.
And we always say the same shit.
There you go. Now use your toes. Take those socks off.
Sales. We always end like
Come on, Joe, you can do it.
Vegas.
Again, you look like a baby. That's how funny. His toe is jiggling. He has no dexterity with his toes. Keep clicking the hands and turn the page. That's how you do it.
Your commute here, is it bearable?
He doesn't even know what to say anymore. He's just concentrating on his socks. He's like, so you need to commute in order to get the sock off.
It's Wi-Fi.
Step on your toes and pull it out. You've never taken your socks off your feet before? Well, you won't know how. Just use your big toe on the other foot and pull the heel down. You're strong. Joe, you're so darn toes to get out of there. No dexterity in your feet.
Kind of covered a lot of ground here.
Once your feet and start swimming.
Would you say leading the team is as important as following at times?
Your socks and shoes back on. Only use your feet.
We're not going to be able to do it any of that. Kind of done with it. Yeah, it's a whole situation. You know, this happens.
Throw your face against the wall and get out.
Thank you for your time.
Hey, sweetheart. Hey. It's alright, I'll tell him. It's a winning time. Hey, Timon. Hey, it's Brian. The wedding song is Pieces of Me by Ashley Simpson.
Sorry, I'll let you know.
Alright. Yeah, oh, it's okay. Put it back on. Alright, Cookie. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye, love you.
Feel very very different today. Let me see what time it is. 7:24.
I'm not looking across the board. I mean, you guys have to believe I would never order a whole pizza just for myself. No. It's like totally not mine, but I am Taka Chahari. I mean, I don't even, it's not even much. It's not my pizza. I would never eat a whole pizza by myself. I would never even eat it. I would never even eat the whole shit. I'm not gonna like not waste food though. Strong Taka. Well, I'm sorry, make a mess. Your pen's on the desk. Have you ever done one of these before? They're super easy. I've done the workout. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Sit back down. Sit down. Sorry. Did they get your emergency contact? Do you have an emergency contact listed? Dolores. Dolores, okay. And relation is family friend? Mother. So this is your mother's friend, Dolores. Just your mother's friend, Dolores, right?
No, it's my mother.
Oh, is your friend's mother?
No, my mother. Just my mother.
Your mother is friends with Dolores.
No.
What?
It's my mother's name is Dolores. Oh, it's my emergency contact. It's my mother's name. Who's Dolores?
Phone number for Dolores?
700.
Yeah. Okay, so you got the phone number? Why don't you just pick up the phone and call?
Oh my God.
Don't call her in until you go, hi, this is Dolores. Yes, can I speak to Dolores, please? Hi, I have your friend here. Hi, Dolores. My name's James Murray with Consumer Reports. I have your friend here. Her name's Suzanne. She's doing phone screen today. I just wanted to confirm that you are the emergency contact.
Why are you calling my mother?
Was it not your emergency contact?
Hang up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hang up on it.
Why are you calling my mother?
To confirm it, certainly, no.
Oh, I didn't know that that's what you do. I'm just gonna wait to be taken in.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to delete it even out of the files. You know what? I'm going to delete it even out of the files. So it says, I'm your emergency contact now. So I'm just going to put myself down as the emergency contact. Because I don't want anybody.
Can we just be quiet until they call me in?
What's that? Sorry.
That's my emergency contact.
Okay, well, I took her out. I put myself in. Okay, now we won't talk. Great, knock the pen's over.
That's funny.
I'm not supposed to speak. Have a look. One of the employee perks is in here. Sit down, story time, Mark.
Okay.
I switched the HDMI to my Xbox. Check something on the market, and I gotta do a hard reset so that I can play the game. I'm not like DC from a clan war match. Alright, 92, 93. Just gotta do 7 more. Finish this 300 set. Work on the 200. Finish it right now. Try to focus on breathing a little bit more. Okay. All right. Working on the 200 set now. hopefully I could finish this within the 20. Nine four nine 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 one. Use the bathroom. Try to hold it for a little while till we finish this, hopefully. Stop at 16. It's like my shoulders like become very irritated after or near the end, like at that 16, so I just decided to stop there. Two. Two. Seven. Crushing this 200 set. It still feels mentally stressful thinking about the last 100 set. We're at 60 of the 200 set. We're moving near the end. There's 40 more. Two more downs. Seven. $94. I'm gonna try to finish this up here. 94. There's 6 more. 84. All right. So 200 set complete. Now working on the last 100 set. Take a little breather here because my shoulders are feeling quite almost like a twitchy soreness. I think we could start on the 100 set. 15. Alright, 32. Moving along. This is the last 100. We have 68 to do. Turns to push-ups. I need to get an elite controller. It's one of the things I want to grab when I get a new console. Really feeling some pain in my arm. Two. 50. I just need 50 more push-ups. 7:43 is perfect. I'm gonna finish in 7 minutes or whatever and take my quick shower. Play my game. 50. I didn't use all my fuel today. That's the only thing that kind of sucks, I guess. Seven. 67. Oh, and it's frontier defense. All right, 82. More push-ups here, and we're done. Do a few more here. 4. Alright, that's 100 set complete. The last 100. Just gonna double check. 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 1,180 push-ups.